Alright, this is just a little sort of a two-section video just on the subject of doors and block placement. One thing which I've wanted for a while, which I will get to right away, or in more detail, is the ability for blocks to fit in between each other. When you have a large block or a station block or even a small ship block, even if the spacing is perfect as to where it would fit when it was one object, when you take it apart they gain these little edges around them. You can also see that when you paint it a different color. But that stops the blocks from sliding between each other, even when they are perfectly centered. And that stops a lot of great door mechanisms from working the way you would want them to. Ideally, you would have blocks along the outside here, with the shape for the door, and then blocks along the inside as well. That would fit. So on that side it'll work, it'll just barely squeeze by, but on this side it won't. So you can't have nice flush doors like that. If it does fit on one side well though, then that can be on the outside of your ship, and that's not a huge deal. I actually just noticed this while recording this. I figured both sides would be out of the question, but this one is pretty good. So that would be a nice solution. If you can get that design on your ship. Anyways, as far as the wheel design goes, I came across a little video showing a guy flying it onto the rails, and you actually don't have to do it that way. All you need to do is build it like this. Have the door or whatever hooked up to the main structure in the tracks. Get rid of that. Build up a side. Then you place blocks through the middle like this. And by doing it that way, you actually get it right on the track from the get-go. And so it's completely isolated, it's just on the tracks. Can't push it, but you'd obviously want to do the other side too. But yeah, that's just a little trick for solving that issue. And it works fine with this, and it'll work with however many wheels you want. But yeah, the main thing is give us the ability to sort of, have blocks fit exactly between each other. Like that barely fits, but that'll probably going to cause a bunch of friction and damage the blocks. Rails might fix this when they come out. But as you can see, it's just a really nice, smooth door mechanism like this. Oop, I don't know if that's going to make it. Nope. A really nice, smooth door mechanism like this can just get totally ruined by that. So you can see, like this door, it's 5 thrusters on each side, and just a standard wheel setup. And you can make this a lot bigger. You can also make it smaller, but hangar doors are usually pretty big. But it's nice and fast if it's on a stable base. The base will barely move at all, and this is like minimal, so you see a little bit of shaking. But you can see it's a really nice, smooth movement, and nice and easy to control. If I want to stop it. Oops. Ah, there you go. See, that's where that issue comes in, of these blocks not lining up perfectly. You can easily screw up your door big time. And so this one is off the tracks a little bit. You'd have to push that back on, or just build it again. But yeah, so that's what I'd really like to see. I'd like to see the blocks being able to fit in between each other, and hopefully when rails come, they will give us that ability, because then we'll be able to make really nice hangar doors that are just nice and smooth like this if you ignore the broken side, and you can throw a cockpit in the middle of it. That way you can look outside and it'll just go through, I can show you, so that if you don't want to use third person, you just poke a hole through it. And then you just stick a cockpit in the door so you can... Oh, sorry, no gravity. So you can just go like that, and you can see what's going on outside as you're opening the door. So yeah, hopefully that comes up soon. If not, there's a little tip for you about those wheel mechanisms. Those are pretty much the best we got, but I'm really just not one for door mechanisms at all right now because of the limitation of blocks not fitting in between each other. And anyways, this one's messed up, so... yeah. Hopefully we won't need to have that being a potential risk anymore. What's this gonna do now? Huh, those wheels are pretty strong. Alright, yeah, so, thanks for watching. Bye.